Beginning transmission.
This is the audio log of Dr. Cool, 05 Council member, as well as Supreme Commander of Mobile Task Force Alpha 1, also known as the Red Right Hand. Hello everyone. Now, you will apologize if I sound a little bit frustrated. I already did this article file. I just finished recording it, and then my recording device said, oh, sorry, well, we didn't capture the audio. So now I have to do it all over again, but it is fine. This request comes in from NateDog100ful, who has sent me previous requests before. He, this time, will be working for another SCP case. A bit of a tip, NateDog. I would advise sending a bunch of D-class for this one. I mean, they're practically good use for this thing, but anyway. Let's get into the article file for today, shall we? Item number SCP-1130, Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-1130 is to be contained within a self-standard safe class protective storage locker at Site 12. Please be advised that B-class personnel used in testing may exhibit erratic or aggressive behavior when exiting SCP-1130-2. A team comprised of one medical officer with Level 3 clearance and a minimum of at least 2 Level 2 security personnel is to be maintained at any test site to detain and, if necessary, sedate test subjects upon re-emergence. Security personnel, thus stationed, are to carry Banner-inject projectile rifles loaded with 3 quinusylide benzylate darts to avoid public exposure. Testing is to be scheduled between the hours of 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock local time, and directions are only to be requested for suitably secluded destinations. Civilians witnessing any aspect of testing procedures are to be detained and administered a Class A anesthetic prior to relocation. Considering currently archived debriefing reports and exploration logs, SCP-1130-2 has been designated a Protein Class Dimensional Anomaly. Any research or security personnel assigned to SCP-1130 are expected to be familiar with relative guidelines. Description: SCP-1130 is an interactive kiosk, providing free directions from a fixed position in to any street address within city limits. Its outer structure measures approximately 50 centimeters times 50 centimeters times 175 centimeters and is comprised of unadorned sheet metal. A brand LCD touchscreen is set into the front of the kiosk at any angle, beneath which is a 25 centimeter times 2 centimeter slot from which the directions are dispensed. A maintenance hatch set in the back panel provides access to the interior. No processing unit, power source, or printing peripheral have been found inside, and SCP-1130 appears to be fully functional without these components. A small tag in the upper right of the back panel identifies it as a model urban wayfinding unit built by the corporation in 2000. Covert inquiries with the company have shown that while it does indeed manufacture this model, no records exist of SCP-1130 having been manufactured, assembled, or distributed. SCP-1130's primary anomalous property manifests when directions have been requested and printed. Directions obtained from SCP-1130 will invariably instruct subjects to leave estimated routes and make use of a door described as Maintenance Portal 26 Sigma, referred to as SCP-1130-1. It takes the form of a severely weathered arched metal door and has never been observed to be in the same location twice, even when the same route is requested multiple times. SCP-1130-1 does not exist in its pre-described location prior to the production of the directions by SCP-1130. Multiple subjects following the same set of directions will be able to find and make use of the same door until it closes. At that point, SCP-1130-1 will vanish from sight, and the subjects left behind will be unable to follow directions any further. If directions are photocopied, SCP-1130-1 will only appear when following the original specimen. SCP-1130-1 can be recorded by all present when encountered, and visual reproductions will show SCP-1130-1 as encountered by subjects following directions, such as you see in the photo here. Those subjects who successfully follow directions to their destination and remain suitable for debriefing report, SCP-1130-1 vanishing behind them once inside. Additionally, subjects describe having to traverse a space comprised of up to kilometers of interconnected halls, rooms, and tunnels, now designated SCP-1130-2, before finding themselves before SCP-1130-1 again. Spaces encountered are always in a severe state of disrepair, and do not seem to be linked in the original or logical fashion. One test subject reported stepping from what seemed to be an abandoned subway tunnel into the kitchen of a derelict fast food diner. All subjects have described a consistent auditory phenomenon while in SCP-1130-2, but at this point in time, its source is unclear. Debriefings and post-event psychological evaluations reveal test subjects seem to develop a persistent sense of being pursued, growing stronger as time is spent in SCP-1130-2, and this phenomenon increases. Extended exposure may lead to the development of a psychological trauma, depending on the mental and emotional stability of test subjects. After exiting SCP-1130-2, subjects find themselves at their destination. Test results indicate that on average, 11 to 23 seconds lapse between subjects entering and exiting SCP-1130-2. However, this does not take into the account the time subjects spent in the transit, which may range from several hours to even several weeks. Communication of any kind with subjects in transit has proven to be impossible. GPS location signals give test subjects location upon entering SCP-1130-2 as this does not change until the test subjects emerge from SCP-1130-2. Audio and visual recording devices function normally, but will not transmit data while in SCP-1130-2. This necessitates personal recording devices to be worn by all test subjects. Alright. Well, there is an addendum here, however I will be adding it in the next video since it is an audio addendum of a D-Class entering SCP-1130. The links will be provided both in the description box below as well as the video here in this link provided. So, if you want to see that, there you go. Now, NateDog100ful, thank you for your request. I hope that your studies on this SCP go extremely well. Like I said, just bring a bunch of D-Class with you, then you should be fine. Oh, and don't forget to shoot one if he gets way out of line. Anyway, if you would like me to read your favorite article file, whether it's just your favorite one, or you have been assigned by us of the O5 Council an article for your studies on an SCP case, then please leave a description below. I will be more than glad to assist any of you in the readings. But anyway, this is Dr. Cool, O5 Command, signing out.